Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to an opening day edition of Royals Baseball. We are here at Kauffman Stadium as the Royals play host to the Chicago White Sox to kick off their 2018 campaign. Both of these AL Central teams had disappointing seasons in 2017, and they're looking to improve here in the year of 2018. The Royals have added a couple additions this offseason, Jon Jay and Lucas Duda, who we will both see in this game today, and also Mike Moustakas is officially back over at third base. He's hitting second in the order today. But first, let's take a look at the White Sox opening day batting order, as leading things off in right field will be Lura Garcia, followed by second baseman Yoan Moncada. Jose Abreu playing first base, and the cleanup spot is Matt Davidson playing third. Catching and hitting fifth is Welington Castillo, followed by Tim Anderson at shortstop, Nicky Delmonico in left field, Lura Garcia in center field, and Tyler Saladino is DHing and rounding things out. That order will be facing the left-hander for the Royals. Danny Duffy had 24 starts last season with a 9-10 record and a 4.12 ERA as he gets the nod here on opening day. So Garcia walks up to the plate and had a breakout year in 2017, hit .330 for the White Sox. As the first pitch is on the way, it is swung off and fouled, and 2018 baseball is underway. Count runs 1-2 now to Garcia as Duffy sets at the chest. Kicks, delivers, and it's going to be swung on and popped out to left field. Alex Gordon, the Gold Glover, is under it, and he puts it away for out number one. That'll bring up the second baseman, Yoan Moncada, obviously acquired from the Boston Red Sox. 0-1 count to Moncada as Duffy sets and delivers. That's going to be grounded out to shortstop. Escobar charges on the run, fires the first, and they retire Moncada. 2 down in the inning. And that'll bring up the three-hitter in Jose Abreu, obviously the biggest bat in this White Sox order. Steps in to face the first pitch of the AB. Duffy kicks and fires, and that's going to find its way into a hole out into left field, and Jose Abreu, with the first hit of the White Sox season, is a little base knock. That'll bring up Matt Davidson. Another power hitter in the White Sox order, had 26 home runs in 2017. 2-1 count to Davidson. Duffy sets and fires. That's swung and fouled off. Count is evened up at 2-2 now. Duffy sets at the chest. Works towards the plate. And he gets Davidson looking on the called third strike. He will head back to the dugout with his head down, and Danny Duffy works a scoreless top half of the first inning. We will head down things to the bottom half of the first with the Royals bats. The opening day order for the Royals, put together by manager Ned Yost, is as follows. Leading things off is the new center fielder Jon Jay, followed by third baseman Mike Moustakas. Catching is Salvador Perez. First baseman Lucas Duda is in the cleanup spot, followed by Jorge Soler in right. Second baseman Whit Merrifield. Left field Alex Gordon. DH Cheslor Cuthbert. And the shortstop is Alcides Escobar. That lineup will be facing Miguel Gonzalez, who had a just over 5 ERA in 27 starts last year. And he faces Jon Jay to kick off his 2018 season, the former Chicago Cub. Digging into the left-hander's batter's box. 0-1 count to Jay. Here comes the pitch from Gonzalez. That's going to be swung on and taken up the middle, but it's going to be softly up the middle, so Moncada is able to get to it and throw over to first to retire Jon Jay for out number one. Here comes Mike Moustakas in the 2-hole, the third baseman. Signed a contract with the Royals for 1 year right at the start of spring training after the bizarre offseason that happened. And here comes the 1-2 to Moustakas. Is going to be popped up to sky high in right field. Alex Garcia's camped under that one, and he puts it away easy as can be. A can of corn for him. And now with 2 down, it'll bring up the catcher Salvador Perez. Has some pop in his bat, 27 dingers last year. Digs in. Here comes the first pitch. That's going to run Perez off the plate. He's not happy about that one. Already chirping over to Miguel Gonzalez, standing on the mound. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Perez. That's going to be ripped at the center field, but it's going to be right at the center fielder Garcia, and it's retired for out number 3, a 1-2-3 inning from Miguel Gonzalez, and at the end of 1 inning, it is still all knotted up at nothing. Welcome back to the bottom half of the second inning as Lucas Duda walks up to the batter's box for his first regular season at-bat as a member of the Kansas City Royals. Last year was a member of the New York Mets and then traded at the deadline to the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch to him from Gonzalez is taken low for ball one. So Duda back in the batter's box. Here comes the second pitch. That's going to be driven out to right center field. Garcia gives it a chase. He's at the track. He looks up. It's at the wall, and it's over the wall. Lucas Duda with a solo shot in his first Kansas City Royal at bat. The second pitch of his Royals career is taken over the fence, and just like that, the Royals have themselves a 1-0 lead. So that'll bring up Jorge Soler, the right fielder, as he takes a pitch for strike one. He was obviously a highly touted prospect with the Chicago Cubs. Big part of their future, hasn't quite put together what people thought he would be, but he is here in Kansas City as the starting right fielder as he whiffs through that 2-2 pitch to go down swinging, and that's the first out of the inning. And now that'll bring up the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. Takes the first pitch for strike number one. And Gonzalez now working with an 0-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Merrifield makes contact, and it's going to get past the glove of the diving shortstop Anderson, out into center field for a base knock for Whit Merrifield, the former South Carolina Gamecock. Now here comes the Gold Glove left fielder Alex Gordon. Had a disappointing year at the plate, to say the least, on the offensive side of his game. Looking to get back to where he was in his prime when he was one of the best hitting outfielders in baseball. But it will not happen on that at bat as he pops the 1-2 right to the shortstop Anderson. 2 down in the inning for the White Sox as they only have one more out to get. And the man standing in their way is the DH Cheslor Cuthbert in the 8-hole for the Royals. Runner on first is Merrifield. Gonzalez sets, kicks, and delivers. And Cuthbert rips that one into center field, lands in front of Garcia. Merrifield's being waved around to third. He's going to slide, and he's in there as the throw is offline and late. Cuthbert with a single that moves Merrifield over to third, and we have runners on the corners now for the Royals for the 9-hitter in Alcides Escobar. Digs in with a 1-0 count to him. Gonzalez sets. Looks down the runner. Here comes the pitch. That's taken up the middle, past the diving glove of Moustakas, and it's going to score Merrifield from third, and it's a 2-0 Royals lead in this one. Escobar with an RBI single to kick off his season, and now we're back to the top half of the order with John Jay. Gonzalez obviously still working from the stretch. Here comes the pitch. First pitch swung on and popped up to right field. Garcia's under that one. And he puts it away for out number 3, but not before the Royals do strike for one more in the inning, or 2 in the inning, correction, as it is a solo shot from Duda and an RBI single from Escobar. 2-0 Royals lead here at the end of 2. Making his way to the plate for the White Sox is Lura Garcia, the center fielder, leading things off in this inning against Danny Duffy and the Royals in the top half of the third. Danny Duffy sets and delivers the pitch. Check swing, but it does not matter as it catches the outside corner. Change up for strike one. Count runs 1-2 now on Garcia. As Duffy sets and delivers the pitch, it's going to be taken over the head of Moustakas, who gives it an old courtesy jump, but it is not high enough as it gets right over his glove. And it's going to be a little base knock for Garcia. He's on with nobody out. That'll bring up now the 9-hitter in Tyler Saladino. First pitch taken for a ball up and in. So the 1-0 count to Saladino. Garcia on first. Duffy delivers. Swung on and grounded at the shortstop. Escobar fields, goes to second with it, and it's a 6-4-3 double play. 2 outs in the inning just like that. Escobar to Merrifield to Duda. And now with 2 outs, it'll bring up Avisail Garcia, who is up in the count 2-0. And Duffy throws the third ball. That's 3 straight balls in the at-bat to Garcia. 3-0 count to him. And that's a 4-pitch walk to Avisail Garcia. He'll take his base, and Danny Duffy was 1 batter away from getting out of this inning, and now he's got a base runner over on first for the dangerous Yoan Moncada, the second baseman up at the plate. 1-1 count to Moncada. The pitch is going to be blooped in front of Soler in right field. He cuts it off, holds Moncada to a single, but Garcia is able to go first to third. So runners on the corners now with 2 outs, and the always dangerous Jose Abreu digs in. First pitch to him is going to catch the outside corner, the changeup for strike 1. Abreu singled in his blast at bat in the first inning. 0-2 count to Abreu now. Duffy sets, kicks, and fires. Swings through the slider. He goes down swinging, strikes out with runners on the corners, and Danny Duffy gets out of the jam. Royals hold on to their 2-0 lead here halfway through 3. And now it's time for the Royals bats to get some action in the third inning, as it's the bottom half of the third, and Mike Moustakas is leading things off in the inning for the Kansas City baseball team. Gonzalez working out of the windup, kicks and fires. First pitch taken high for a ball. 1-0 count to Moustakas. Working from the left-handed batter's box. Here comes the 1-0. Moustakas drives that one out to left center field. It's going to land in front of the left fielder, Delmonico, who gets it in quickly and holds Moustakas to a single. He leads things off the right way for the Royals. Here comes the catcher now, Salvador Perez. First pitch to him is about to come in from Miguel Gonzalez. And that ball is driven out to left field. You can buy that ball on Uber because it is absolutely hammered. Salvador Perez with a 2-run, no-doubt home run here in the first game of the season. And it's just like that, a 4-0 Royals lead. He drives in Moustakas, and Duda is going to chop one up the middle. Anderson fields and fires over to first to retire Duda as he was first pitch swinging. That's the first out of the inning. Right after Perez's 2-run shot. Here's Jorge Soler now. 1-2 count to him. The pitch from Gonzalez is whiffed through down in the zone. Strike number 3. Soler will walk back to the dugout as Gonzalez rings him up. And now here's Whit Merrifield. First pitch taken for ball 1. 1-0 count now to Whit. He singled in his first at-bat and also scored in the second inning. Here comes the 1-2. As that's whiffed through for strike number 3, but not before the Royals do strike for 2 in the inning on a monster Salvador Perez home run. 4-0 Royals is the score at the end of 3. Welcome back as we are now in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Still a 4-0 lead for the Royals, and they have a chance to extend on that as Alex Gordon digs into the batter's box. The pitch from Gonzalez is going to be fouled off for strike number 1. Count runs 0-1 to Gordon. Now runs 1-1, all evened up. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be driven out to left center field. It'll get down into the gap and up against the wall. Alex Gordon's going to head into second base standing up, and he has himself a leadoff 2-bagger here for Kansas City in the bottom half of the 4th. And now that'll bring up the DH in Cheslor Cuthbert. First pitch to him is taken inside for ball number 1. Cuthbert did single back in his first at-bat of the game in the second inning. And the count runs 1-1 to him now. Gonzalez sets right at the stomach and delivers. And Cuthbert golfs that one out of the dirt, essentially, and into the gap, left center field. Gordon's heading home. He's going to score. Cuthbert into second base, standing up. Back-to-back doubles for the Royals, and they extend their lead in this one to 5-0 over the White Sox. And now they're down to the bottom half, or the bottom place in the order, I should say, as Alcides Escobar digs in and is going to take this one opposite way for the 0-1 count. Cuthbert rounding third, heading home. Escobar heading into second base, slides, and he avoids the tag. 3 straight doubles for the Kansas City Royals, and it's a 6-0 lead for KC as Cuthbert scores on Escobar's RBI double. And now they're back to the top half of the order with John Jay, as he swings at the 1-0 pitch and pops it up sky high, back of the infield for Abreu, as he closes his mitt around that one, and it's a 1-out runner on second situation now for the White Sox. And here comes Moustakas. Digs in with an 0-2 count, runner on second, 1 out. The 51st pitch of the game from Gonzalez is going to be pulled out to right field. It is in foul territory. Garcia is there. He puts it away. Moustakas is retired, but Escobar is going to be able to tag up and move over to third with 2 outs. So here is Salvador Perez, the catcher, who hit that monster home run in his last at-bat. 1-0 count on him. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be grounded out to third base, fielded by Davidson. He whips it across the infield. Scoop from Abreu on the stretch. And that is going to be the third out of the inning, but not before the Royals do strike for 2 more. They extend their lead to 6-0 here at the end of 4 over the White Sox. A little bit later in the game now. It's the top half of the 6th inning. Already 1 out as Matt Davidson is in the batter's box for the White Sox, and the pitch to him to start things off is outside for ball number 1. He's already struck out twice in his 2 at-bats today. And the count runs 1-2 now. Duffy sets and delivers. That's going to be driven out opposite way. It's going to land down for a single, and Davidson has himself a base knock here with 1 out for the White Sox. Brings up the catcher, Welington Castillo, the former Oriole. First pitch is taken low for ball number 1 as Castillo works the count. Count runs 1-1 now. Duffy sets at the chest, kicks, and fires. That's going to be grounded out to shortstop. Escobar flips to second, fires over to first, and it's a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Escobar, Merrifield, Duda, and it's still a 6-0 lead for the Royals. It's the bottom half of the 6th now, and that'll do it for Miguel Gonzalez here on his debut for the season as Carson Fulmer now comes out of the pen. He's starting the year in the bullpen for the White Sox. He had 7 games in the Bigs last year. And here he comes in on opening day in relief, down 6-0 to the Royals as Alex Gordon steps into the batter's box, swings at the first pitch, and it's going to get past the diving glove of Moncada. Or correction, that is actually Tim Anderson playing in a shift, and Gordon is able to pick up a single. So now Cuthbert, who is 2 for 2 on his day with a double and a single, has driven in a run. Gordon on first, though here comes the 1-0. That's going to be driven out to right center field, opposite way. It's going to roll out to the warning track. Gordon heading into third. He's going to head home. He's going to try to score from first base, and he's going to do it on Cuthbert's second RBI double of the day, and the Royals extend their lead to 7-0. As now Alcides Escobar steps in, takes the first pitch, and it's a 1-0 count. Count runs 1-2 now as Escobar is fighting to stay alive. And he's going to swing at that one, pop it out to right field. It is caught by Garcia. Throw gets past the cutoff man. It's going to roll over towards the dugout. Cuthbert is moving up, and he slides into third base safely. As an error on the throw costs the White Sox. And now it's 1 out. Runner on third is Cuthbert for the Royals. And the top of the order's up now with John Jay in the batter's box. 0-1 count. Here comes Fulmer's pitch. That's going to be grounded at the second base. Moncada throws over to first. Easy out to retire John Jay, but Cuthbert does score on the play, so it's an 8-0 Royals lead now. Mike Moustakas now at the plate. The longtime Royal digs in with a 1-0 count. Fulmer sets, kicks, and fires. And Moustakas gives us one out of ride to right center field. It's going to carry. Outfielders look up, and it's going to carry over the fence. Mike Moustakas, the 3rd home run of the day for the Kansas City Royals. This time it's a solo shot off the bat of Moose. And it extends the Royals' lead to 9-0 in this one. Absolutely mollywhopping the White Sox. Perez is unfortunately going to ground out to end the inning, but it is still in a success of an inning as they score 3 more runs that inning, and it is now a 9-0 Royals lead here at the end of 6. Top of the 9th inning, Royals looking to close this one out, and it is not a save opportunity, so Blaine Boyer is going to be the one who gets called on to try to close it out, as it is still a 9-0 lead for the Royals. And the veteran reliever is going to be facing Matt Davidson to start off his first appearance of 2018, as the first pitch is in there for a strike. Count runs 0-2 now. And the 0-2 is swung through the slider for strike number 3 as Davidson picks up his 3rd strikeout of the day. Boyer sends him walking back to the dugout, and now it's Welington Castillo, who is 0 for 3 on the day, in the batter's box. First pitch to him is taken right on the black. Ump says it's a ball, so 1-0 counts, now runs 2-1. Boyer kicks and fires. The 2-1 runs inside, but it is fouled off by Castillo. Count runs 2-2 now. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be taken out to center field directly at John Jay. Doesn't even have to move. It's right at him, and he retires it for out number 2. And the White Sox are down to their final out in this one, and it'll be Tim Anderson, the shortstop, who has a single on the day. He's 1 for 3. First pitch to him, taken for strike number 1 on the outside half. The crowd is on their feet now, 0-2 count. And that's going to be a waste pitch away. 1-2 count now to Anderson. Crowd back up on their feet. Boyer turns, kicks, and fires. It's going to be chopped back to him. He fields it, tosses over to first, and that'll do it. As the Kansas City Royals win their first game of the season here on opening day, start the season off the right way, 1-0. Danny Duffy pitches a gem for the Royals, and then the offense absolutely exploded for this Kansas City ball club. Salvador Perez, a 2-run shot. Just doubles machines all over the place. Lucas Duda hits a home run in his debut. Mike Moustakas returns, and he hits a home run as well. Cuthbert had 2 doubles, scored runs on both. Huge day for the Royals offense, huge day for the Royals pitching as they beat their AL Central foe. And with that being said, that is going to wrap things up here for this edition of Kansas City Royals Baseball. I have been your host, Jerseyborn, and I'm saying goodbye.
You may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife, and you may ask yourself,